Islam, Moorish Americans. I think I should explain why there are no states when it comes to Moorish people. If you read all the proclamations they put out, right, they said they released the Moorish peoples from slavery in 1865, not Negro, black, colored, or none of that, right? Their treaty with us, the Moorish government, is in 1786 under their Articles of Confederation. Under their Articles of Confederation, we only recognize the perpetual sovereignty of the 13 U.S. colonies. There were no states in existence. Every European nation at that time, in 1786, was paying tribute to the Sultan of Morocco, from Russia to Britain, France, everybody. Everybody. The United States, under international law, was not sovereign. It takes one sovereign nation to recognize you as sovereign for you to be sovereign under international law in 1928. We recognize their sovereignty. That's why it's the longest unbroken treaty in history because they cannot break it. If they could break that treaty, it'd have been broken. Let's be realistic. They can't break it because it's their charter. That's what allowed them to create their constitution. States came under that constitution. That don't have nothing to do with us. We only recognize the perpetual sovereignty of the 13 U.S. colonies, and that's only because we know that those are the 13 children of Israel. Those are the Jews. Just like last year, or was it this year, they say, oh yeah, we did, Christopher Columbus was a Sephardic Jew. We know that. All y'all was Jews. These are the Jews. The 13 U.S. colonies are the 13 children of Israel. They didn't count the daughter, but she was the seventh child, so she was the most important. Now, with that being said, right, when a Moor is walking around the United States of America, you got the title to the land in your hand, you just don't know. None of their zoning laws, none of their licensing policies, none of that applies to us because our personal statute is legally retroactive to 1928. So any law enacted after that, including UCC, is ex post facto and cannot be applied. Any law they made that abridges the obligation of that contract, our authority, they can't even make it. It's void as pertains to us. They can do whatever they want with their citizens. And the 14th Amendment is not birthright citizenship. What's wrong with y'all? The Constitution was made in 1787. The 14th Amendment came in 1871. That's almost 100 years later. How could that possibly be birthright citizenship? You got to make this make sense. Birthright citizenship is under the 7 Articles. That's the we the people, those citizens. Those are the people who right to bear arms shall not be infringed. 14th Amendment citizen does not have those rights.